If you're looking for a break from the seemingly interminable U.S. presidential campaign, let's turn our attention to another significant election that took place recently, and that's in Iran. An election for members of the Majlis, which is their parliament, especially. But to understand their election, you have to realize that what they're proud of what they consider to be their democratic elections, their regime. But what they mean by that is that no one can run for office unless they're vetted, approved to be able to run by the Council of Guardians. That is the group that the senior Ayatollah Khamenei chairs and is part of. So that's not what we would necessarily call a free, open, democratic election. And they rig it as much as possible to keep out any clear regime opponents. But even with that, the moderates that are associated with President Rouhani won a fairly decisive victory. Now, what does that mean? That signals that Obama's a gamble, that the people of Iran who are hungry for increased ties with the West, particularly the United States, would in fact be true. And that appears to be the case. Now, it is still true that almost all the real levers of power in Iran are still primarily in the hands of the, you would say, the Khamenei, the Revolutionary Guards, the Bashish, that's their semi-militia. But within that parameters, Iran is a very complicated place, and this is a way for the general public to express their sentiments insofar as they're able to. And we know that a good part of the youth of Iran are disaffected. Their regular attendance at mosque is about at the level that you would find in the UK, maybe 14% attend on any kind of basis. The regime has already very quietly allowed women to mostly be free of the all-covering clothing that they're so well known for. I think they did that as a way of saying, well, we can let you have that, but we're going to keep the power for ourselves. But I'm not sure that they're going to be able to keep it as well as they like. How can I say that? Well, for one thing, they have a below replacement level population. They're going to have increasing difficulties taking care of those getting old. Also, the significant majority of those going to college and graduating have been women for some time. In a very patriarchal rural society, this creates a variety of tensions. Iran still has a very low participation of women in their majlis, maybe 2-3%. Even Pakistan, which is no great liberal nation, has a significantly higher percentage of women involved in the parliament. They've also had a female prime minister. So given all that, there's going to be increasing tensions within Iran for openness, especially for Western consumerism, for investment from the West. So if you look at what Obama did in Cuba, and you look at what's happening in Iran, you see a parallel of trying to open up these regimes in a similar fashion, reducing the sanctions, opening them up to outside influence, and so far it appears to be registering in a positive direction.